5 things to say to make her think about you all night. Have you ever wanted to say something to a woman that sticks with her, keeping you on her mind long after you're gone? It's not about cheesy pickup lines or over-the-top flattery. It's about words that spark emotion and connection. Today, we re-diving into the 5 things you can say to make her think about you all night. These aren't just phrases. They're ways to show confidence, depth, and authenticity that leave her intrigued. We'll cover how to deliver them, the mistakes to avoid, and how to become the kind of man she can't stop thinking about. Stick around until the end, because the final tip will show you how to make these words unforgettable. Let's get into it. Words have power, but only when they come from a place of genuine strength. When you say something that connects with her emotions, you create a spark she can't shake. The key is to be authentic, not rehearsed, and to back up your words with the way you live. Women just fall for what you say. They redrawn to the man behind the words. Here are the 5 things that will keep her thinking about you all night. The first thing to say is a specific heartfelt compliment that goes beyond the surface. Instead of "you're beautiful," try something like, "The way you light up when you talk about your dreams is so inspiring. It shows you see her for who she is, not just her looks." I had a friend who used this on a date, noticing how she got excited about her art. She later told him she couldn't stop thinking about how he really saw her. When you highlight something unique about her, it sticks in her mind because it feels personal and real. The second thing is a playful challenge that sparks curiosity.
Oh.
Try something like, "I bet you can't guess what I'm passionate about. Take a shot." This invites her into a fun, engaging moment that makes her want to know more about you. I saw a guy do this at a coffee shop, teasing his date about guessing his favorite hobby. They ended up laughing and talking for hours, and she texted him later that night, still curious. It works because it flips the dynamic she's now chasing to learn about you. The third thing is a vulnerable but confident statement about your values. For example, "I've always believed you should chase what sets your soul on fire, even if it's tough." What's something you're passionate about? This shows depth and invites her to open up. I remember a buddy sharing this kind of thought during a dinner date, talking about his drive to build a meaningful career. She couldn't stop thinking about his passion and texted him the next day to keep the conversation going. It's powerful because it shows you're a man with purpose, and that's magnetic. The fourth thing is a bold but respectful expression of interest. Try. "I gotta be honest. I can stop thinking about how much fun I'm having with you right now." It's direct, confident, and makes her feel special without being needy. I knew a guy who said this during a casual date, and his date later admitted it kept her up at night, replaying the moment. It works because it's authentic and shows you're not afraid to own your feelings, but you're not begging for hers. The fifth thing is a thought-provoking question that lingers. Ask something like, "What's one moment in your life that changed who you are?" This invites her to share something deep, creating an emotional connection. I used this once on a date, asking about a defining moment in her life. We ended up talking for hours, and she later said she couldn't stop thinking about our conversation. It's powerful because it shows you care about her story, not just the surface. Now let's talk about where you might be messing this up. One big mistake is sounding rehearsed. If you're rattling off lines like a script, she'll sense it, and it'll fall flat. I've been there, trying to force a perfect compliment, only to see her smile politely and move on. Be real. Say what feels true to you. Another mistake is overdoing it. If you pile on too many heavy statements, it can feel overwhelming or desperate. I saw a friend bombard a woman with compliments, and she pulled back because it felt like he was trying too hard. And the worst, not backing up your words with action. If you say deep, meaningful things, but live like a guy with no purpose, she'll see through it. So how do you make these words hit hard and keep her thinking about you? First, be a man worth thinking about. Build a life that's full and exciting. Hit the gym. Chase your goals. Surround yourself with good people. I started focusing on my writing after a dry dating spell, and it gave me a confidence that women noticed. When you're living with purpose, your words carry weight because they reflect who you are. Second, deliver with confidence, not arrogance.
Ow.
Say these things with a calm, steady tone, looking her in the eyes. I learned this when I used to mumble compliments nervously. It killed the vibe. Practice speaking clearly and owning your words, even in casual conversations. It makes everything you say more impactful. Third time, it right. Don't throw out deep questions or bold statements out of nowhere. Build a connection first. I saw a guy try the "I can stop thinking about you" line 10 minutes into a date, and it felt forced. Wait for a moment when you're both engaged, like after a good laugh or a shared story. Timing makes her feel the words, not just hear them. Fourth, listen when she responds. These statements are meant to spark a two-way connection. Cute, if you ask about her passions or share something vulnerable, really hear her out. I made the mistake once of asking a deep question and zoning out. When she answered, it broke the moment. Active listening shows you value her, and that's what keeps you on her mind. Finally, shift your mindset. You're not saying these things to win, her you resharing who you are and inviting her into your world. Believe you're a man worth thinking about and don't chase her validation. I've walked away from women who weren't reciprocal, and it led me to connections that were real. When you speak from a place of confidence and authenticity, she'll replay your words all night because they came from a man who knows his worth. It's time to step up. You deserve a woman who's thinking about you because of the real connection you create, not just empty flattery. Start today, practice one of these statements, work on a goal, or reflect on what makes you unique. Every step builds the man she can't stop thinking about. If this video hits home, hit that like button and share it with a friend who needs to hear it. Let's stop chasing and start saying things that leave her captivated. Take action now. Your best self is waiting. I believe in you.